Hi, my name is Tiago Duarte and welcome to another video tutorial here at DailyBeats. In today's video I'm going to show you how I made this beat. As you can see, it's a really nice beat, and it took me a while to get there. It took me close to 1 hour just to reach this point without the composition, so just the main loop. And that's why I wanted to name this beat Sometimes It Takes a While, because I was developing the track, I had the foundation, I liked it, and I created some elements, and I was doing stuff on top of it, but it was sounding nice, but not as I wanted. So I just went completely left turn. I just mute the instruments that I had, which was a piano and a lead. And I just recorded an organ on top of the main beat with the bass. And it went a completely different way. So I just want to show you what I did in this beat. So let's start with the kick. The kick, again, it's a very simple thing. I use it, one of the kicks from my next sample pack called Soprano Drums, and this is the kick pattern. As you can see, the kick has a lot of bumpiness. I really enjoy it. One other thing that I added was some swing. So swing is at 32% right now. Let's go to the next element, which is the snare. Again, this snare was also created using my next sample pack. Let's listen to it. We don't have to go through the entire snare because this is just the same snare on every second and fourth beat. Let's go to the next two samples or two elements, which is the hi-hats. So I added two different hi-hats. So the first one is this one here, and it's just a simple hi-hat with a different rhythm. And I didn't finish the entire hi-hat pattern so that I could leave a little bit of something in the end to fill in. So let's listen to this pattern here. And as you can see, there's a big empty space at the end. And you will see how this translates to the groove. And let's go here to hi-hat 2. And in this hi-hat 2, what I did was create a very specific rhythm. Here, as you can see, I created and I messed around with the velocity, so it gives a different vibe to the hi-hats. So let's listen to it. As you can see, it looks like he's stuttering. So that's what I was looking for in this hi-hat, and I think it sounds amazing. So let's listen to the drums alone by themselves. So kick, snare, and hi-hats. Let's listen in the context. So we have the second hi-hat maintaining the groove, maintaining the rhythm, not the groove, the rhythm, and then we have the main hi-hat giving it a more percussive movement to the drums, and I really enjoy the way it sounded. So the next thing that we are going to look is actually the element that started this entire beat, and this Synth Perc. And what I did for this Synth Perc was something different. So I open up this Analog Lab plugin and I enjoyed this sound. As you can see, has nothing to do to the entire beat, but what I did was I exported it and then I manipulated it in the slice X here, and I lowered the pitch and I applied this envelope, and this is what we have at the end. A very nice percussive element to give some movement to the track, and also, as you can see, it goes around, so it's not always in the same position, so it goes from the right to the left and creates this very interesting movement from the left and the right speakers, and it creates a nice bounce. So let's listen this with the context of the drums. Okay, really nice, really with a lot of swing, and as you can see here, the percussion also has the main swing which was applied in the channel rack. Next element is the bass. For the bass, I wanted to actually this was the main part of the beat, or the first part of the beat was the Synth Perc, which was the first element, and then the drums. And then I was like, okay, let me now search for a bass. And I found this bass, and the first time I clicked on the note and I said, okay, this is the bass that I need. And it's really, I don't know, it's really hip-hoppy. It sounds really dope, the bass. So let's listen to it. Again, it's an Analog Lab bass. It's called the bass. It's really nice. Again, very simple bass line, but in the context of the track, it sounds amazing. Let's listen to the drums, the synth percussion, and the bass all together. And with the space that we left on the hi-hat, on the main groovy hi-hat, now we can listen to the rest of the elements. So we have the percussive nature of the hi-hats in the first 3 bars, and then in the last bar we leave it just, we don't have any more rhythmic percussive hi-hat. So we can listen, for instance, it gives a little bit of emphasis to the bass, even though the bass is not meant to be emphasize in this sense with other elements like volume or something like that. It has some higher notes, but that's it. Next up was the instrument that actually changed the way I was doing this track, because first let me show you what I had before. So I had this lead, and as you can see, it's okay, it sounds nice, it was sounding good in the context of the track. And then I also had this harp here. I really like the end. I really like that part, but it was missing something. I was not very sure about the track. So I said, okay, let me just disable these elements for now. And I went and I played this organ. And it was really funny, or it was really fun to play this organ, because I'm not a good keyboard player, so I still have a lot to learn in that sense. So I was messing around here and playing some tracks, and it sounded so bad in the first tries that I was laughing by myself here. But that's a good part of making music. It's also having fun, and that's something that I really enjoy. And at the same time, I'm also practicing. So whenever I have a rhythm and I try to play it several times to get a grip and to try to play it, it also makes me better as a keyboard player. So that's always good stuff that you should not avoid, because nowadays we have the mouse and we can just use the mouse and click everything. But sometimes it takes out the feeling of the idea that we have. And sometimes it's better to take like 5 or 6 or even more takes to try to get something good, than to just go ahead and play with the mouse. And then you can always go back, because this is MIDI, it's non-destructive. You can always go back and edit. So that's always something good. So let's stop talking and let's go ahead and see the organ that I just played for this beat. So that's it. It's very simple, but I think in the context of the entire track, it sounds really, really nice. And I was like, oh, this sounds really, really smooth. I really like the way the track sounds with this organ. So I decided, yeah, let's forget the other elements. Let's just focus on this main groove and let's add on top of this. Discarded all the other instruments that I had, and I just went ahead and created new instruments. And if you want to see the entire track process, I did a video with 15 minutes, and you will have a link in the description if you want to become a premium member, and you'll have access to the entire video, to all my mindset, all my main ideas. I show everything, and you'll also be able to download the sample packs for the projects that I do here. So next element was the brass. So I wanted to add something to the track that would complement it. So I thought about some strings. I was not sure. So I said, let's go with brass. Let's see if this sounds really cool. And I found this, I was messing around here with some notes, and I found some notes that I really enjoyed, especially sustained notes. And let's listen to the brass. Oh, by the way, I didn't show you how the main track sounded, or the organ sounded with the entire groove. So sorry about that. Let's listen to it. As you can see, it sounds really, really nice, really smooth, and I really like the way the bass and the organ mix together. It sounds really, really nice. So I said, okay, let's now go back and listen to the brass. As you can see, just sustained notes. And here in this one, I didn't even quantize. As you can see, there's a lot of messing around here. Some notes are not even in the right spot, as you can see, but this sounds really good and also helps maintaining the imperfections of music. And because of these imperfections, the music sounds more natural, doesn't sound so robotic. So let's listen to the brass in the context of the track. The next element was something that I really like to have. I would like to have a better way to do this in software, but it's kind of hard sometimes, which is have a crescendo brass, a trumpet in this case. So what I did was I just used one of the presets, I exported it, and then I had to cut it so that it would extend to the notes that I wanted, or to the size of the crescendo that I wanted. And you will see it here. So let's listen to it. As you can see, it's very simple, and you can see the little cuts that I did just to extend the trumpet and have the crescendo just at the end of each beat, or each part, sorry. So of course I could have leave the middle space, as you can see here with these little cuts. I could have left this empty, but I wanted to have something there just to give the continuation of the trumpet. And the good thing about it is that in the context of the track, you don't even listen to it, because the volume of these parts is so low that you don't even listen to them in the context of the track, but they are there and helps support the brass or the trumpets. So let's listen to the trumpets in the context. to be honest, I can't hear the small cuts. And if it makes even better, I think also adds something to the track, which I think it sounds nice. The next and final element was a piano. I wanted to try here a piano because I said, let me just load the piano to test something out. And then I played some notes and I thought, this sounds nice. I think this sounds really cool with the piano. So what I did was pretty much I took out my pedal here and I just played some of the notes that you will see. And I think they end up really, really nice. And it's just again going from F to G, which is the bass of the organ or the notes of the organ. And it sounds like this. For this one, I had to do a lot of editing just to make the notes correct. And also this one, I had a lot of fun because one thing is sometimes I can play well with the keys, but now I'm introducing the sustain pedal, and it makes it even more complicated. So I was here and it was sounding horrible, and I was having fun at least. And then I said, okay, let me just go ahead and shop everything here with the piano roll. So I made the keys sound really nice. So let's listen to them in the context of the track. As you can see, something really simple. You can't really hear the piano, but it's there, it's giving support to the track. So now let's listen to the entire track. And this is about 2.5 minutes, close to 3 minutes. So I will play the entire beat. And then if you want to jump to the end of the beat, you can skip ahead a couple of minutes. But here is the entire composition that I just created. And that's it, guys. So another beat, another tutorial. I hope you found this tutorial interesting. If you want to see more videos of me, consider subscribing and activate notifications so that you know when I upload new videos. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, and also consider supporting this channel by buying one of the products at DailyBeats.pt or becoming a premium member, and you'll have access to the entire videos. You will have access to sample packs and also to the exclusive Q&A sessions where I get all of your questions and answer in videos so that I can help you accelerate your learning process. Also, these beats are for free. If you want to download them, you will be able to download them as soon as I finish the mixing part of the track, which will be the next tutorial. If you like the video and if you want to record some vocals on top of it, you can send me the vocals, and if I like what you send me, I will make a video showing how I would mix your vocals, and you will also be able to get the final track for free. So it's a win-win situation. I win because I can make videos for the channel, and I also make a collaboration with you, and I help you get some professional mixed and master tracks, so it can help you with your portfolio. So that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.